Shalom everybody and welcome to Regah Bivrit 5784. My name is Rabbi Dr. Yitzchak Shapira and we are excited here at Ahavat Ami International to be with you yet for another season of 5784. This theme this year, as we're going through the entire 5 books of Moses, parasha by parasha, going to be returning to the roots of understanding the Torah. Because of that, we have decided in this Roots edition this year to prepare for you a very special teaching that will be focused from specifically both the Ramban and Ben Ish Chai and several others, roots, the luminaries, the giants of the Hebrew Holy Tongue. Today, as we starting the teachings in the very first parasha, we are entering into Parashat Béréchit, in the beginning. Parashat Béréchit is the foundation of understanding all other parashiot in the entire Torah. And in Parashat Béréchit, chapter 1, verse 26, we read a significantly interesting verse in the Torah. Let's read together in Hebrew. Vayomer Elohim, Naaseh Adam B'tzalmeinu kidmutenu. And God said, let us make man in our image and after our own likeness. Now, it's important for us today to start this discussion on this important verse by asking some questions. Who was God referring to, or Moses, when he wrote the Torah, when he says, let us make man? And why does it mention the image and the likeness? What is the difference between the image and the likeness? We're going to try to answer today all of those questions in this Regah Bivrit. Now, the beginning of Regah Bivrit, Ramban always is going to be our main commentator for today. Usually he is quoting Rashi in his understanding. And here it says in the beginning that the reason it says, let us make man in our image and in our likeness, that it's speaking about the greatness of mankind that was created separate from creation itself. In essence, there is the creation that taking place, but the man that created is because Godel Ma'alato, the exalted statue of mankind that was created. Now, it's interesting because he's created Adam, but the word Adam, as we know it, is related to the Hebrew word Adama, soil or dirt. In essence, man was created from the earth. And we're going to look at this for a moment, because if this is true, according to the Pashat, we still have to ask the question, why did God say, let us? And why there is this plurality here in the text, that there is both image and likeness. And we always have to look at this subject-verb agreement. Vayomer Elohim, Naaseh Adam B'tzalmeinu kidmutenu. Always look if the verb is plural and if the adjective is also plural. It's important to understand it. Now, why does it says here, Naaseh Adam B'tzalmeinu v'kidmutenu? The Ramban, who is being a master of the Hebrew language, says the following: so that man resemble both God and earth. The reason that it says B'tzalmeinu kidmutenu, again, remember, Adam was created from the earth, from the soil, is that man will resemble both the Tselem and the Tmut. What does that mean? Well, it means, according to him, that in our makeup, each one of us, in our physical makeup, have both Tselem and the Dmut. And he says here, he would resemble the earth which this body was taking, but that's what it means, but Tselem, the Tselem, from where he was established, from the earth, Adam, but the other part which is the part of Dmutenu, is resemble the spirit that he would resemble in the upper spiritual realms. How amazing is that? To think about it, that when God created Adam, he had on his mind the earthly realm, but he also had in mind the spiritual heavenly realm, and that's what the meaning of the word bedmutenu, bedmut. Now, here Ramban explained this in such a way, and he said this is to give us the remarkable phenomenon that distinguishes man from all other creation. All other creations have simply earthly presence, but you and I are not only earthly. Each one of us also have a piece of the heavens inside of them. The resemblance of the word Tselem is related, according to the Ramban, to Daniel chapter 3 verse 19, when he says there, and his appearance of his face become contracted. That's in Daniel. It also says the same thing in Psalm chapter 39 verse 7. Okay? Because it's about the appearance. It's about the physicality. But you and I are not just made out of the physical. We also made, according to the Ramban, out of something more. Like a dust, like a pixie dust. The spiritual. And the spiritual here is the Dmut. The word Tselem in Hebrew related to the word Tsel, or a shadow. It's the physical. It's related to this word Toar in Hebrew. But the word Dmut, brothers and sisters, is come from the Hebrew word Dimayon. And what the word Dimayon denominates a similarity in form and deed. Isn't it amazing to know that when God is created us, he did not just create us that we will resemble him on outwardly, but to be on the earth in essence, but to resemble him inwardly. And that's what it's mean here in the Dmut. And it says, Dmut dominates a similarity in form or deed for things that are comparable to each other in some sense. We call domim. When you say domim, you looking at the twin. If you look at the twin, you say, wow, we are domim. And that's what he is intended for us, to be domim to him, having established the plural representing the two entities for you. It's not that there is a plurality, that there are two aspects into each and every one of us. And I like he said, now listen to this, man is similar to the lower realms and to the upper realms in appearance, to the lower realms and to the splendor of the upper realms. As it is written, with glory and splendor you have crowned man. Psalm 8:6. Well, what does it mean with glory and splendor? He's crowned you. It means that each and every one of you have a piece inside of you that is belonging to the heavens. So today, the Tselem represent the physicality, and the Dmut represent the piece of the heavens that was put into each one of you. So he said in conclusion, and man is similar to both God and the earth in the actual likeness, for his body is similar to the dust of the air, while the soul is similar to the upper world. Congratulations. There is a piece in each and every one of you in the upper world. And I pray that our physical and our conduct and the way we conduct ourselves on earth will match the peace of the heaven that is found in each and every one of you. This is, friends, Regah Bivrit, very first one, 5784. We will see you next week. Shalom.